Hello and welcome to Catherine's Garden and Home. It is so nice to have you here with me. We are in the week of July, the second week, and we've just ended it and we're heading into the third week in July. And so many things are blooming in the garden. The drumstick allium are blooming and they are getting so big and beautiful, and the bees are just loving them. The alliums add height and some color to this border, just making it interesting, along with the caladium that I placed there. They are all coming together to form a beautiful display. The Oriental Lilies are adding new color, height, and some excitement to the garden. I love these stargazer lilies. They are so beautiful, and they keep coming back. Even though different things happen to them, they still come back and bloom. And this has been the year for my Oriental lilies. I love the volunteer sunflowers. They are so beautiful, and they are multi-headed here. Sunflowers are just so filled of beauty and joy and happiness. Look at them with the bee balm, just making this front garden come alive with bee activity, and the pollinators, all of them are just loving this area of the garden. And I'm so glad that I'm able to add some sunshine with my sunflowers right here in this bed. Here I have my stargazer lilies too that I planted, and they were getting smothered by everything and not really producing flowers or developing that well. But this year, this is the best that they've ever looked. Making me want to buy more lilies next year and plant more stargazer lilies, because this is just a beautiful, beautiful lily. And I have a couple more here to go, so I'll be enjoying the stargazer lilies. And it's good to know the stargazer coincides with the Casablanca, but will last longer. Yeah, so it's like a succession of blooms with the lilies. Let's just revel in the beauty of the stargazer lily. Speaking of lilies, I have this lily patch right here of these beautiful lilies that have opened up here in this bed, and I planted these from I got these bulbs from Costco's, and I planted them a long time ago. One of my early bulbs, and they have returned, and they look strong and healthy and good and absolutely pretty. They almost look like a stargazer lily, but they're not. It's a different type. I'll have to look at my old videos to see what the name of it is. But if you go back, you could see that like 5 or 6 years ago, I planted these bulbs here, and now they're really showing up very beautifully in the garden. Beautiful Casablanca lilies are fading, but it is so beautiful. There's still, I think, one bloom left at the top of there. You could see one more to open up, but pretty much they are done. But they just did very well here, and they just look really, really good. Now, in this pot, I took out the rose bush and I put the caladium in the pot here, and they are starting to really leaf out. And so when the lilies are finished, we will have red. We'll have some great red color from the caladium in the pot. It's just one little accent. It's going to be pretty. My husband just gave the garden a beautiful quick cut, and it is looking good. And now it is really raining, and I am so satisfied. I'm so glad that we did it just in time so that the grass can enjoy this moisture, and everything is looking good. They're going to get a double dose. So the garden got watered by me, but now Mother Nature is watering my garden, and I am so thrilled with that, because now it will get the real rain, the real moisture, the real deal that it needs so that it can thrive. As you can see here, my lilies are fading, but they have been spectacular. And I also cut back this rose bush here, and I'm giving the bed some more air so that it can grow and the zinnias can get the sunlight that they need. But what I really wanted to show you was my hydrangea hedge, that I hadn't watered it, and there wasn't any water back here, and the shrubs just started to wilt. You could see that they were wilting because the rain hadn't reached back here. There was no moisture. But what I did notice, that some of the hydrangeas that I have here, the more old-fashioned ones, they're a little bit more durable than this Nico Blue one here. So with this rain, I'm underneath the trees right now, underneath the oak trees, and it's just barely sprinkling back here, even though it's raining fairly heavy. So I'm glad that I did come and give them some water, that I watered the garden. But what I'm speaking of is like this hydrangea right here. is different. It's blue, but it's different. It's a different leaf, a much more bigger leaf than the other hydrangeas. And did it seemed to be able to stand the dryness, the lack of rain much more better than that other one. So that's something good to know. And even with this is a different type of hydrangea here. This one is a lace cap hydrangea, and you can see that the leaves look much more healthier than this one, which is the Nico Blue Endless Summer. And I had to run out and actually water these two that I got from Costco recently, and they perked up, but they need a lot of water. And then here is another one of the lace cap, and you can see how good this one is looking. It withstood that dryness. So I think I want to propagate this one, even though it needs really good conditions to bloom. Like this year has been just fantastic. Look at all the blooms on this. But I do like how it looks, and I'm thankful. I'm thankful for the rain that is coming now to water these beautiful blooms. Isn't that pretty? What a beautiful color. Saturday morning, July 13th. Good morning, and welcome to Catherine's Garden and Home, where we grow together. Well, this is a Saturday morning, and I had anticipated rain during the night or the early morning hours, but it did not come. But it looks like it wants to come now, which is great. But I needed to water the garden because it has been very dry. It hasn't rained like in the last couple of days, and if it did rain, it's just like a sprinkling, nothing to really get excited about, especially with my hydrangeas. So I have been watering them down, and I just decided to come on and give you a look at what the garden looks like. And here on the deck, I have rearranged the plantings because I don't know if you noticed here, but my calla lilies, they were starting to fry because the temperatures have been in the 90s, 80s, low 90s. And so I've given them a more shaded area here. And yeah, it is raining. It is a good thing. And I'm very excited about that. So this is it. This is the morning, Saturday morning. at dusk, the flowers glow. Look at how the impatiens, especially the white impatiens and the grasses, just glow with the beauty of the evening. And I am just thankful for all of this that is happening in my garden from morning to evening dusk. It is just fantastic. Thank you so much for watching, and make sure that you subscribe to Catherine's Garden and Home. Bye.